Hey, it's Camo Dave channel. Saturday morning letters. Let's do a few letters here. Gotten a ton of letters in. I don't know, man. Got a whole bunch of letters in on the whole thing going on in British Columbia where they're setting up these health agency districts, and you are now confined to your health agency district and can't leave it. So you can't even leave your certain portion of British Columbia. We've got a bunch of nomads up there that are reacting to that, particularly Line Screw One and really, is he a nomad? I guess he is, but anyway, and Van City Van Life, that they're basically, if you're in this one part of British Columbia, you can't leave it. You're not supposed to leave it, and if you do, there's a $575 fine. And I was asking him in my video the other day, how do they get that number? $575. I don't know. Kevin Cole, who lives on Vancouver Island, says, "It's British Columbia, man. We're used to mismanagement. I love it's being called a lockdown. Nothing's changed. I can see. Nothing's changed that I can see. Another loophole in this so-called lockdown is just get on a boat, sail wherever you want. Well, I got my first Pfizer shot, sore arm, sore underarm, and then 24 hours later, sore lower back and sore elbows. Oh my goodness. I got both Pfizer shots already, and I had no side effects other than the sore arm. It is still a little funky. It gets itchy there now and then. I don't know. It is. There's a little bit. If I hit myself in my arm there, it's sore. Okay, Dave, stop hitting yourself in your arm there. Duh. Pizza Earth, Pancakes, and Other Mashed Potatoes says, how cool would it be to live in a hot air balloon? What would the payments be? There we go. We've seen nomads living in just about everything, right? We haven't seen one living in a hot air balloon. Or how about a blimp? Blimp life, blimp nomadic life. Somebody needs to like live in a blimp, or what do they call it? You know, what are the Goodyear blimp? Goodyear? No, a bad year. Tasmod says that's what Australia did. Restrictions between the states and territories. Yeah, again, they you know, I don't know. The one thing we have not had in the United States of America during the pandemic is, you know, being able to not leave your state and travel. I mean, there were some, you know. There were some places like Florida back in the early days of the pandemic where they were like stopping cars on the interstate and telling you should quarantine if you come across the border, but that was just seen as unwieldy. And the good old USA, all through the pandemic, pretty much you could just go wherever you wanted to go. You know, there just wasn't any restrictions on that. Yeah, campgrounds were closed, and certain cities had restrictions, and there were quarantine advisories, like if you went to California, but that nothing was enforced. So, you know, it was pretty much wide open. And honestly, you know, I mean, as long as you socially distance and wear your mask and get your vaccine, what else can you do, really, you know? Hey, Ricky says Victoria Day here in Canada is the week before Memorial Day. Okay, yeah, because Memorial Day is the 31st, so I guess that weekend is the weekend before Memorial Day weekend, and they can't get the vaccine like in the U.S. yet. That's very true. There's a lot of places, Canada, parts of Europe and stuff, where the vaccine is not as widely available as it is here. I know here in Western North Carolina, it's pretty much everywhere now. You can get pretty much every pharmacy. Even Walmart is offering them now. Most places you need to make an appointment, but with more and more places coming online for vaccines, it's very easy to get appointments now. Traveling with Rick says, did she sign the contract with smudged out numbers? You know, we're talking about that lady in Utah there, Salt Lake City area, that had a contract for an RV, $100,000, and there were supposed to be 119 payments, 120 payments, and then she looked at the documentation later, and they had smudged things out, and it was 119 regular payments and then one giant balloon payment at the end of like $63,000. Again, there's more questions there than answers in that report. You know, yeah. Did she see one document, sign it, and then when she gets the copy of it, it's changed? I don't know. And again, Ken down there in Punta Gorda, Florida says, when you actually see the document that you're signing, use your camera on your phone, take pictures of it, because you know, things can change even after you've signed it. We were talking about certain nomads that haven't posted much lately. Of course, Mike Living Free Mike hasn't posted anything significant in 2 months. Of course, RV Joey, Dave 2D, he's gotten into hiding. Where's Slim Potato Head? Slim Potato Head, who's one of my favorite nomads there in Canada, I think he's just dealing with the same thing everyone else is dealing with, the fact that there's lockdowns in Canada and it's hard to travel and a lot of places are closed still. And I think he's just kind of, trying to, I think once things if they hopefully get back to normal sometime this summer, we'll see some of these, especially the Canadian nomads doing some more traveling. There's a number of other Canadian nomad guys. Heatseeker Bus, Pierre there, who has not been doing any traveling or anything. He's up in Ontario. Yeah, now we do have the nomads in the States, Florida especially, and especially Arizona. People are, still doing their thing, and they seem to be okay. I don't know, man. Come on, Dave, The Simpsons, says Clearsky the Creeper. I watch The Simpsons occasionally. I'm not a big fan of it. I know Homer and Bart. Derek, who got the vaccine the other day, he has a tattoo of Homer Simpson on his shoulder. And so when they gave him the vaccine at the Walgreens, they give the shot right into Homer's head there. And I do believe he has Bart Simpson on, I think, the back of one of his legs. So he is definitely a Simpsons fan. I don't know. Bart's, jeez. I can just see you going out on a date. You're 40 years old, you're going out on a date with some woman, and she's like, what is that tattoo on the back of your leg? And, oh, it's Bart Simpson. What's she gonna think? I don't know, man. Flat Top says, I'm a conservative when I received my vaccinations. I also had the COVID in the beginning, and it was no fun for about a week. I got the flu shot, too. Yeah. Anyway, R.A. Allen says, I wasn't going to get the vax, but my kids prodded me into it. Absolutely no side effects so far. He's really wondering why people have to still wear those suffocating masks. Again, I think that those requirements will be dropped as soon as more and more people get the vaccines, and hopefully the numbers drop. Hey, April's Excellent Adventure. My interview with Bob Wells dropped today. Holy cow. There's a channel there. I don't see the Bob interview. I'd like to watch that anyway. Their last video was a month ago. All right, we're waiting. Maybe it's dropping later today. We'll wait for that. Let us know. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us here on this Saturday morning, the 24th of April, 2021. It's raining here in beautiful Morganton, North Carolina, almost all day, so it's going to be a bummer. But we got 2 live streams to cheer me up. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully the internet will be working. We were, again, having some internet issues this morning. I don't know, man. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. If it's Saturday, it's Saturday. Vlog under.